Yeah. Go ahead.
Immanuel Kant, he saw this enlightenment and agreed to all its points. He agreed to everything. However, there was a question in his mind. How will people still maintain morals? How will people maintain laws in enlightenment? He took an example of his father, who was a poor person, who used to be very hungry all the time, but never did wrong things, never stole from anyone for the food, never bet his kids or wife, even though because he used to believe in God, because he used to believe in the message of Jesus and the commandments of Christianity, where they say, love everyone, love your enemy, love everyone.
Right.
Do not steal, do not exploit anyone. So, when his father, when he took this example of his father and saw religion maintain morals in our society, how will this be maintained when religion does not play that significant role in our life? When we do not attend temples on everyday basis? Yes. So, when people started this enlightenment movement in Europe, Kant started a theory. He was more conservative than other philosophers such as René Descartes or Rousseau, who believed that man is free. Man is the ultimate form of creation, and it is free from all judgment. René Descartes told, "I think, therefore I am," which meant that he just believed that existence belongs to man because we have the right to think. And it does not belong to God or any other authority. It belongs to you yourself. So
we are deviating from the topic,
Yes.
probably.
But, yes.
But okay, as you said that man is supreme. Is Nietzsche's Superman theory, Ubermensch,
Yes,
was derived
yes.
from that?
Yes, Nietzsche's Superman theory also was derived from that. That was more in a psychological perspective than the Ubermensch theory or the Superman theory. It was more about the psychology and the dependence on any other form. He's defined as Superman as a person who is not reliant on anyone.
Right.
In his book, he says that God is dead. When the
Thus
person,
spake Zarathustra.
Yes. Zarathustra, when he came down from his mountain and he saw a saint praying to God, he talked to him and found the saint is enlightened. However, he saw he's praising to someone who is dead. He said God is dead. So he said everyone must do
Okay.
his own actions.
We'll go back again.
Yes.
Let's
So
talk
Immanuel
about Kant's.
Kant
Yeah.
was very
free.
conservative in this sense. He did not believe that we should entirely throw out religion from our society.
Right.
He believed, but still he disagreed with religion. He saw the Christians burning witches. He saw the Christians harassing people. He read about the Africans eating people in religion because of their religion. So when he saw this, he also said religion is not required in that sense. Then he came up with 3 ideas, which he said that religion can be exchanged with these 3 ideals, which can be eternally true, like religion. So religion can be eternally true. If you see what 5,000 years ago they have written in our Bhagavad Gita about not burning our houses, burning anyone's houses, about not causing harm to anyone, about Arjuna deciding to leave his weapon during war because he did not want to hurt anyone. These are true across generations. This can be applied today, where we do not want to cause harm to anyone. We do not want to cause harm to any being, any animal. So, religion such as this, he came up with 3 ideas which can be eternally true. He said the categorical imperative of man. He talked about it. He said it can be divided into 3 stages. Where he said the first stage is that the people need to be deciding on their own actions. People need to decide whether their own actions are just.
No one should impose on him, thrust on
No.
him what is right and what is
Yes.
wrong.
He
It
said-
should come from
He
within.
said actually religion is wrong in this way, because when authority passes a law to people, there will always be 10% people who won't follow that law. And therefore there are prisons, there are jails, there are criminals, there's tortures, there are police, and there's authority. When he said that people can decide their own morals, and we need to make it a strict decision that they make their own maxims and adhere to it and follow it to the end, to their death. He said the first category is to make their own decisions first and then to judge if that decision will be good. And he said an easy way of judging this is when you are doing this action, think if everyone follows this action after you, will it be a good for the society or will it be bad for the society?
Can you give an example?
Yes, a simple example he himself gave was of a biscuit factory. If a woman working there steals biscuit every end of the day to provide for her family, which is a right cause. However, if she has to think, if everyone steals the biscuit, there won't be any biscuits left, and the owner would stop that factory because of this stealing, because of mismanagement. Yes.
Okay.
She has to think that she'll lose her job in the long term.
There is a bigger consequence of a small
Much bigger
small
than for
sin
these
she's
3
doing.
4 biscuits she steals.
Okay.
And then he told about the second stage. This was a very simple stage, and everyone should follow this. It's a very simple and just stage. The second stage was about treating people as ends. So once you talk to a person, you end it over there. You end his perception. You stop thinking about him, and when you again talk to him, talk as a new person and treat him as a new person. Never have a continual dependency on anyone, or never try to exploit others. He said, moment people keep having more discussions and people start having continual dependency on each other, they start exploiting each other. One party gains more, one party loses, but one party is losing. But when you treat everyone as just ends to your goal,
Right.
you wanted biscuit, you go to the shopkeeper, you buy biscuit. Do you remember the shopkeeper? You might remember the address for buying another good. but
Transaction. Yeah.
you just remember him for buying the biscuit or buying the soap you want. You do not remember for you want to steal his shop, you want to get a discount on his shop. Do not think in that terms. Treat everyone like that. Your parents, your children,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay.
That-
Next.
Yes. So next, the third one and the most important one was, he said, reform the society to make these two the ultimate laws of the society, to make the foundation of our society on morals. One example was, he said, art and literature should not be controlled. It
Right.
should be free,
Yeah.
and it should be more hopeful.
Right.
Not more of despair and sorrow, but even if it is of despair and sorrow, it should be more moralism.